Windy weather made its mark on Central Texas today.
And you could sure feel the change it blew in. Jim Spencer has the latest from our First Warning Weather Center.
Just about to mention the red flag warning is not over yet. The winds have been coming down, but the red flag warning continues until 8 o'clock because they still are gusty. There's still a threat of some wildfires out there at the present time. The wind speed's coming down. The temperature's much lower today. No 90s on this weather map today. We've seen readings only in the low 60s out in parts of the hill country. Now, this red flag warning in effect today. This is just 1 week after those high winds last week spread flames and knocked down power lines all over the Austin area. Chris Sadeghi is live in North Austin where they're making sure the winds don't blow things away.
Yeah, Jim, specifically this pole that was starting to buckle back behind me. Austin Energy tried to stabilize it as much as they can with the red flag warning, and it's some advice everyone would be wise to follow. Fritz Hawker has a lawn care service, and he also lost a home in Bastrop. Say the words red flag, and it really means something.
It makes you a bit nervous, to say the least.
When the winds are high and the ground is dry, all this dead wood is fuel for a nightmare, and a manicured landscape could be a lifesaver.
I would recommend, regular pruning, fertilization, maintenance.
Out on the street, Austin Energy was also heeding the red flag. Traffic had to be stopped in some areas where crews were trying to fix what last week's wind started, so this day's wind wouldn't finish.
That's what you've been seeing us doing, repairing those poles that we thought were compromised.
And there's plenty of work to be done.
There's probably been 50 poles replaced or repaired just since last week.
And get used to it. The wind on Tuesday may not have been as bad as the wind that started fires and killed power on Monday, but the season is just beginning. And so are the phone calls.
Maybe not as many as I anticipated, but unfortunately, I feel like we're probably going to have a few more red flag days. And the Austin Fire Department said at a meeting last night that they plan on beefing up staffing during these red flag warning days, and they also say they have better resources this year than they did 2 years ago when we saw that very violent wildfire season. We're live in North Austin. Chris Sadeghi, KXAN News.
Bastrop County is still recovering from one of the worst wildfires in Texas history that hit in 2011. A looming April deadline means the county must find the money to pull down $3 million from FEMA to help prevent future wildfires, but it does not stop there. So far, the county has paid $5.6 million toward recovery efforts. Now it wants the state to help by paying more than $7 million more. Combined, those amounts would help tap $27 million federal dollars.